Hi everyone, Dennis Foley from Acoustic Fields. Today we're going to talk a little bit about our foam, and the title of this is Golden Foam Curves, and I want to explain why the title is that way. When I started creating our foam technology, it took me 8 years, a couple $1 million to figure out, but I was going to be relentless in this because I really liked foam, open-celled foam for acoustical treatment. Why? Economical, lightweight. The goal then is how can we get the right horsepower into 1 inch, 2 inch, whatever we have to do in terms of metrics. How do we get as much performance as we can? Well, what's the problem? What's the problem ranges we're going after? So I was able back in the 80s and 90s to test a lot of corporate boardrooms, over 200. Speech is a very, very important variable in that process. They didn't have sound reinforcement systems, PAs and things like that. It was usually a male at the head of the table with 10 people on one side and 10 people on the other side. The problem was the people at the end of the table couldn't hear. So their attention would wane, they'd look out the window, etc., etc. I can't tell you how many times the CEO would, throw something at the guys at the end of the table or say something for sure. Back in those days, you could throw things. Now, you can't do that today. That's not proper, okay? Anyway, how about respect for the CEO who created the company that gave you the job? Anything there we have to work with? Okay, so the research and development history pointed us to a specific frequency range of our problem, and it was 125 to 500 cycles. We saw it in every room. Well, that particular frequency range has a direct impact on speech intelligibility, the number of words that you can hear in a 10-word sentence, music fundamentals that were the groundwork for the harmonics after 500 cycles. So we started to see that 125 to 500 cycle range is really the range that we need to focus on. So we bought the products that were in the marketplace at the time. Okay, and none of them really focused on that particular frequency range. So we discovered that this frequency range must be linear, must be smooth, must be nice and clean and gradual with no peaks, no dips. Okay, so look at our foam curves. We compare it to Auralex and Sonex, which were the two popular ones at the time. Look at the difference. Look at the difference from 125 to 500. And I think that says it all right there. That's what we identified as the problem area. That's the fix we applied to it. Now, we use that same process with our carbon technology. Look at the test data on our ACDA12s, 30 to 50 cycles. Look at the curve. Look at the foam curve. Back to the ACDA curve. Back to the foam curve. Do you see some similarities there? That is rate and level. That's what we realized was critical for music and voice. And that's why our products always get referred to as organic, as natural sounding. They don't get in the way. Had an engineer the other day just say, your carbon technology grabs that fundamental, grabs that 40 cycle fundamental so that 80, 120, all the way down the road can shine. So I thought that was an interesting way of saying it. Holds the fundamental long enough that the harmonic tail can come into play. Okay, how did we do it? We looked at two variables: the density of the material foam is made out of, and the cell structure. We looked at the cell structure of current foams in the marketplace, and we found that if you look under a microscope, you'll see a group of cells of the foam here. Then you'll see open space, see another group of cells. Our cell structure is not like that. There's no spaces. Everything is uniform and consistent. That's how we get the predictability and consistency in the performance. That's how we get that desired rate and level. Wasn't easy. Took me a long time. But I knew, 12 prototypes, I think. But I knew that I was headed in the right direction. Every prototype pointed me to where I needed to go. I just needed to figure out how to get there, which I did. Golden foam curves, thought you'd enjoy the process that we went through on the R&D side. Hope this helps. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. We also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, so please do that because we offer special price discounts to only those on our newsletter. And then don't forget about our forum. We have started a forum on our own website where people ask questions, and I usually get a chance every couple of days to look at it. There's an interchange between people on the forum, and we'll give you real answers on a regular basis, so that'll help you. Thank you.